I am camera shy. But it is June 1st, so the month of May has finally come to a close. May is widely recognized as Mental Health Awareness Month. So at the beginning of May, I gave myself a challenge. I said, okay, I'm going to take this month and really lean in. I want to hear what the experts and the professionals have to say about mental health. Like, what is really going on? We need help, right? So I took the month to listen in. I listened to podcasts. I listened to various panel discussions and just excerpts here and experts there. And I just sat back and listened. I wanted to be like how Jehu was as it pertains to Job. You know, let me hear what the professionals have to say. I listened the whole month, and I didn't feel help at all. I didn't feel the awareness and so I said, well, let me just explain what I did for my mental health. 7 years ago. Wait a minute. Yep, this is my 7th year having this discipline. So I want to share this. I'm gonna lean in so that I can tell you what I did. I started in Genesis. That is what I did. I have been told all my life that you got to start in the New Testament. You have to start in the writings of Paul. You got to start even with the Messiah. What did he have to say about everything going on? How can you understand anything in the New Testament when you haven't disciplined yourself to go back to the beginning? The beginning. I started in Genesis. And even if the discipline is only, something small, start with the Pentateuch, the Torah. Start with the Torah. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. 4-year-olds can recite the Torah. I had to humble myself and start in Genesis. And I'm going to tell you what it did. It helped me to see for the first time where faith begins, what faith is about. Like, okay, say, for instance, you go to a therapist. You have faith in what that person is going to teach you, what they're going to tell you. Some therapists only ask questions. I had a therapist that I loved her dearly. She never really gave an opinion. She asked questions, probing questions that allowed me to go back and search what's wrong with me, who did what to me, all of the things. She asked brilliant questions. I give her so much credit for that. But she didn't have any answers. No one did. I've gone to more than just one therapist, more than one counselor. I had even in church, you have your team of counselors and individuals to help you. But no one is doing the actual work, the actual, I'm trying to figure out even how do you put it? How do you deem it? How do you categorize it? What is it? What is it? What are we looking for? What are we doing? What are we doing? People are just saying what they think or asking questions that actually make sense. But now what? What do we do? I'm going to tell you what I did. Went back, started in Genesis, and read the Torah. That gave me a fundamental understanding of life. Not starting somewhere else. Even if you take literature. Who opens Moby Dick and starts on page, I'm going to just throw a page off there. 240. The Moby Dick is long. Who starts in the middle of Moby Dick? What? Who starts in the middle of a movie? My husband was watching. He was watching Jurassic World yesterday. I came and he was like, you want to watch this with me? I can't. I have watched this movie so many times. But if you're not starting from 0:00, 0:01. I'm not watching. I can't watch this from the middle. It doesn't matter that I've already seen it. It doesn't matter that I already know what happens. I need context in this setting today. I need to know what is going on. I'm not going to just jump into the middle of a movie. That's just me. How much more for the word of Yah? How much more respect should we have for the written word than to just start, oh, Paul said, I don't got to do what? You don't have to do what? What is it that you don't have to do? What is it that you don't have to adhere to? What is it that you should not have to know? Answer these questions. Here are those questions. Here are the questions. Probing, intellectual questions. What is it that you don't even know what you're missing? Who jumps in the middle of a recipe? I'm going to follow this recipe because I looked at that cake and I want that. I don't want to know about, I just want to know, just tell me about the wet ingredients. We'll figure the dry ingredients later. Does that make any sense? It does not. How much more your salvation? Why not start in Genesis? That's my challenge. We're no longer Mental Health Awareness Month. There is no set time. Just humble yourself, discipline yourself, and start in Genesis. Just fashion in your mind to make it through Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Just do the 5. It is life-changing. It's so humbling. I was weeping as I read. This was in 2020. No, I'm sorry. I started in 2019, but I fully, as you read, you learn, and you decide to make changes. The changes that I made in 2020. But when I first started reading, it was in 2019. And I was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. Cancel the therapy. Cancel counsel. Because if you're not counseling according to this word, you really don't have anything to say. We don't understand how and why evil spirits, here we go again with the generational curses. Generational curses are allowed to attach themselves to you when you are in rebellion. You're in stark rebellion of the word. I'm not pointing to you, I'm pointing to my younger self. Dear younger years, repent. Humble yourself. Repent. And start in Genesis. Shalam. Wait. Before I sign off, let me just say, I know for a long time, my people did not believe in therapy. We did not believe, when I was, coming up, you better not go to see a therapist. That does not mean we didn't need therapy. That does not mean that we did not need to seek out counsel. But the counsel that we received, unfortunately, was not scriptural based counsel, even in church. It was not even helpful at all. And a lot of the things that have attached themselves to us, they have the right to be there. The curses that we have, that we glaze over, the hardships that we have, our madness, our mental madness, it has a right to be there, to be destroying us, to be ruining our lives, our lineages, our children, and all of it has a right to uproot and tear us apart because we're in rebellion. You're in rebellion when you don't even know what to do. Of course, we know the Bible lets us, of course, the Bible lets us to know that we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We wouldn't retain y'all in our knowledge. We don't go back. We don't start where we need to start. We allow people to tell us where we need to be. You need to be over here listening to this. You need to stop. That's what the answer that I found was, to humble yourself. Humble yourself and repent. And go back to Genesis and start with just the first 5 books. You will not be able to put the book down. You will not be able to stop learning, stop reading, You'll have a hunger. But that hunger it's a righteous hunger. And you'll be blessed for it. You'll find that out way later down in Matthew. Dear younger years, again, I say, repent, humble yourself, and start in Genesis. Shalam.